You might already know Wheel of Names as a popular free random name selector, but did you know that you can also customize it with your own music-specific text or images? Hi, it's Katie here from Midnight Music, and in this video I'll show you how you can use Wheel of Names to make a random rhythm selector that you can use with your students. And make sure you stick around until the end, where I'll show you exactly how I created the rhythm images that I'll be adding to the wheel using a second free tech tool. To get started, head to wheelofnames.com. You'll see a set of names entered into the box on the right, and those are the names that are showing on the wheel. You can go ahead and type other names or words into the box, each one on a separate line, if you want to create a custom text-based wheel. But I want to use rhythm images, so I'll delete all of those names and instead click on Add Image. There are three places that you can use custom images in Wheel of Names. The first is the page background, the second is in the centre of the wheel, and the final option, which is the one that I want, is to add an image as an entry on the wheel. After selecting that option, the next step is to locate the rhythm images that I want to use. Now I have 8 images saved here in a folder, so I'll select the first one and then click Open. You can see that my rhythm image now shows in the entries list and also appears on the wheel. Let's add some more rhythms. Click on Add Image again and then Add Image as Entry, and this time I'll make things quicker by selecting all of the remaining images at once. Select the second one, hold down the Shift key and then click on the final one in the list. Click Open and all of the images will be added to the box in one go. Now at this point you're pretty much done and your wheel is ready to use. To use it with your students, it's best to go in full screen mode because the wheel will appear on a clean background with no ads and no side panels showing. Click the wheel to spin it, and once a rhythm is chosen, it will be displayed in a large format on the screen. If you don't want to go into full screen mode, you can hide the panel on the right by clicking this checkbox. Let's talk about some of the ways that you can customize your wheel. Choose Customize in the menu bar here and we'll take a look at the settings. First of all, you can choose what you'd like to hear while the wheel is spinning. I personally like the default ticking sound, but you can go into the drop-down menu and choose another sound, and then preview it by clicking on the play button. There are lots of music options lower down, but bear in mind that those might be distracting or off-putting for the students if they're about to sight read a rhythm. You can also choose to turn the sound off altogether. The other setting I like to change on this page is the spin time. The default 10 seconds is quite long for an activity like this, so I usually choose 5 seconds or so. On the After Spin tab, you can choose the sound effect to be played once the spin has finished. Again, select an option and press play to hear a preview. Favourites of mine include the joke punchline, the subtle options like twinkling star, correct answer ding, and microwave ding, and lastly, the horror scream, which should probably be used sparingly. Lower down, you can also turn off the confetti that shows when the wheel stops. I like to customize the message that appears when a winner is drawn so that it ties in with the activity. For this example, you could change it to something like "Your next rhythm is," or "Play this rhythm." You can also turn it off so that no message appears. If you want to be able to remove the winning rhythms after they're drawn, you can leave this box checked and you'll be shown an option to remove the winner once the wheel stops spinning. On the Appearance tab, you can choose custom colours for your wheel segments and change the page background colour. My rhythm images already have a white background that fills each wheel segment, but I could opt to change the page colour to something that contrasts with my wheel. Once you've adjusted the settings, click on Save and choose your sign-in method. Give the wheel a name and then click Save. Next time you log into Wheel of Names, you'll be able to retrieve your saved wheel. Click on Open and then select the wheel from the list. Now that you know how to customize the Wheel of Names with rhythm images, you might like to know how to make the rhythm images in the first place. So here's one easy solution. There's a free website called Rhythm Randomizer, which generates rhythms on the screen for sight reading purposes. You can choose the type of rhythms that show by heading into Settings and selecting the rhythm length, the time signature, and note values. Once you're done, close the Settings panel and click on the screen to generate a rhythm that has your chosen parameters. You can take a screenshot of any rhythms that you like and then save them as PNG files into a folder. Keep generating rhythms and taking screenshots of any that you want to save. When you set your wheel up on Wheel of Names, simply look for your rhythms folder and select the ones that you want to add to the wheel. Now, if you'd like a PDF with more than 330 other free tech tools for music teachers, head to the description and click on the link to receive my ultimate guide to free music tech resources. Don't forget to like this video and click on subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos.